All right, guys, this is just a quick one, an emergency broadcast about NVIDIA. We will have the earnings of NVIDIA reporting today after market close. It's actually should happen anytime soon. And I just want to look at this with a clear head again, one more time. Look, guys, you will not make money by running around like a headless chicken, by being driven by your emotions. You either need to have a systematic approach, which is what I do in most of my trading, statistical edge, rules-based, or a long-term view where you look at good fundamentals and you understand what is good value, what is a good proposition for the long term, and then you just stack on it, especially when it gets cheaper. So as we see, the NVIDIA price, it just went to 92 and then boom, that was 30% or so in the last couple of weeks. So it's a huge, huge recovery. Today it's down a little bit and it's actually dragging most of the market down. And people are afraid that the earnings today will actually come in a little bit, maybe problematic. There are a few things. So one thing is that NVIDIA's PE, so the price earnings ratio, how much is the stock worth versus how much the company's making in money. And it's at 75, which is quite high in comparison to the average of the S&P 500, even though on a 5-year average, it doesn't seem to be completely blown out of the water, really. That's funny. The only bigger growth than NVIDIA's financials is actually their PE. Okay, look. It is trading at a high price. That's just a fact. But also, it's the only game in town that can deliver what they are doing, which is the AI technology. And again, the biggest customers of NVIDIA are the most profitable, successful, biggest conglomerate companies of the world. All right, whether it's Google, Meta, X, SpaceX, Tesla, all of them. And okay, there's now this Hindenburg research. They're saying supermicro computer. There's evidence of accounting manipulation, sibling self-dealing. So that's something that's also a bit being an accusation towards NVIDIA that they have propped up their numbers by doing dealings with themselves in a way, with sister companies that are owned by the same people and stuff like that. And actually, Supermicro Computer has delayed their numbers, and that's actually casting a shadow. It's a negative one. But I think that's an opportunity. Same thing as the Blackwell delay. Blackwell is that newest chip generation of NVIDIA that seems to be delayed or not. We will see today also. We will actually hear from NVIDIA themselves. But these things are actually opportunities, in my opinion, because again, just look those dip buyers here. How strong that will come in. And, another funny thing, actually, if we just look at, let me see here, the entire market is basically supported by NVIDIA. And look, Jensen Huang is just he's badass, man. That's his LinkedIn, from a dishwasher to billionaire CEO of one of the most important, biggest companies in the history of, what we've seen. All tech's down a little bit today. I wouldn't mind if NVIDIA had a bit of a miss today. I would be happily looking at that dip. And don't underestimate, dips can be big. This short-term volatility means that stock can go crazy, down, up, down, 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 much bigger moves than you can think. Don't use leverage. Look at it in a long-term perspective. Is any company going to challenge the position of NVIDIA over the next couple of years? I personally, and this is not financial advice, this is my personal opinion, I don't think any other company can or will. So if you have opportunities to buy into NVIDIA at a cheaper price right now, with still, Blackwell coming, with all the things that are coming down the pipeline, I think that's an interesting call. Certainly, I would definitely enjoy a dip. It's like a dip in Bitcoin. If you understand the Bitcoin narrative, obviously completely unrelated, very different story, you're happy to buy dips long term, obviously. So you accumulate a qualitative, productive asset. Now, obviously, you could argue Bitcoin is not productive, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to have that conversation right now, right here. But if you have a sound, solid, good asset that you want to hold over the long term, you're looking for dips to actually stack more of it. Simple story. No emotions. Have a plan, either dollar cost average or have powder dry on the side that you actually use for exactly these moments when it's more or less undervalued. I mean, there isn't even a moment just yet. We'll have to see what will happen. So chances are the price opens lower because we will see a miss in the earnings. If we see a miss, I think it's a great opportunity. If we don't see a miss, all-time high is coming here. So wait for it. Let's see what's going to happen. What do you think?